everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Love for Intuitive Astrology. For everyone who's new, my name is Michelle. I'm an intuitive astrologer. I combine my knowledge of astrology with my intuition, and this will be reflected as well in this video. So today I'm going to talk about Jupiter moving in the sign of Gemini, which will happen on the 26th of May 2024. I will start with a general description of what to expect when Jupiter is in the sign of Gemini, and then I will go to each and every single sign. I always recommend you to watch your rising sign and your sun sign first, and then also if you want you can check your moon sign. Okay, obviously this is a general reading. I also do private readings, and you find my email in the description box below if you want to book a reading with me. But let's start with Jupiter in Gemini. So when we look at Gemini, it rules the third house of communication, of siblings, of neighbors. It's a very, very curious sign. And when we have Jupiter here, it will expand your curiosity. It will expand your writing skills. It's a great time for writers, journalists, people who are travelers and who blog, people who have a blog. It's going to be a really good time. However, do keep in mind that Jupiter is in detriment in Gemini. That doesn't mean it's necessarily bad. It's just that, it's in opposite sign of Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is more about, it's a different type of curiosity than Gemini. Gemini is more about fact-checking. It's about seeing different perspectives, right? It's about doing research. It's a little bit more precise than Sagittarius and Jupiter in Sagittarius, right? So what is really important during this time is that you don't overly focus on only fact-checking, but that you also open yourself to have faith about what is coming next. So it could be that you're starting to overthink a little bit because Gemini, Mercury rules Gemini, and Mercury is about communication. It's about thoughts as well. So people who have Mercury in Gemini or Virgo, for example, they can be really overthinking. They can be thinking a lot because they need to see the facts. They need to put stuff in boxes, if they want to admit it or not. I mean, I'm a Virgo. I'm ruled by Mercury, and I love having this organization in my mind. So, combine these two things, right? Have faith, but also do your fact checking, but not overthink things, or just let your mind expand, let your thoughts go through. It's a great time for writing. So you can even journal for yourself. You can write down a lot of ideas. If you're working on some kind of paper or doing some research, this is a wonderful time. If you're doing your dissertation around this time, if you're doing some kind of exams, like you can really, really do super well in any communicative job. You could really recover your relationship with your siblings, because third house is all about your siblings, and Jupiter here can really make you reconnect with them again. Also, it makes you curious. So it's like curiosity about your neighborhood, who is living around you. So it's a good time to get to know who is, who you are surrounded with. Like, let your mind be curious. Like, let people talk and listen to them, because this is where you get a lot of ideas, and you're starting to understand, like, hey, everybody is so interesting. And this is how Gemini becomes a storyteller, because they are listening to other perspectives, and then they can get this creativity on paper, or, in a book, for example, or any type of job. Like if you're sending out emails, even, in a company, you'll find the right words more easily. So you don't have to really think about it for too long, right? Whereas, for example, if you have Mercury in a sign of Capricorn, you probably have to think a little bit longer about what you're writing because you're going to be more precise. Whereas Mercurial signs are a little bit, they're very quick, but also could be sometimes too quick, not looking enough at what they're saying or what they're writing. So make sure to double check everything you're doing because you're going to be super optimistic about it and sometimes forget about the details. So make sure to check that. Third house, right? Also about traveling. So because Gemini is all about curiosity, you want to learn about different cultures, you want to travel. It's more about short trips. So it's not necessarily about faraway travels. This is more, this rules more Sagittarius, right? It's that expansive energy. But now you have Gemini that wants to do short trips, wants to be curious, wants to go to museums, wants to learn about different cultures, about history. So let your curiosity and thoughts take flight, you know? Think about certain things and share your thoughts with other people. And then, you know, this time will be really, really beneficial for you. So what I really like is that when Jupiter is in Gemini, it's in conjunction with Venus and the Sun. So it's really it's a beautiful time, especially for people who have planets between 0 and 5 degrees in Gemini, or like n degree Taurus. You're gonna have this really expansive energy. You're gonna feel very optimistic around this day. You're gonna start feeling already a huge shift, okay, in your life. So also there is a conjunction with Uranus. So it's really an expansive day. New ideas might come up, and it could almost be with Jupiter there. Like I said, you could have many, many thoughts. So you could have too many ideas. So make sure to have an outlet, because the downside is you could get some type of anxiety, like having too many thoughts, seeing too many possibilities, right? Because this is like the downside of Mercurial signs. Like Gemini, like Virgo, overthinking, because you can see too many possibilities, you can see too many ways things can go right or can go wrong, and they can get stuck in their mind, right? This is something that in general a lot of air signs are dealing with, or Mercury and air signs, that they tend to overthink because air is up here, right? But at the same time, the most brilliant ideas are coming from air signs. So it's just about finding the right balance and also ground yourself. So if you have a chart which has a lot of air already, you could feel a little bit ungrounded, okay? So make sure to go to the forest and to ground yourself so you're not too much up in the mind. So if you have planets in any air sign, it's also very beneficial because that will make a trine with Jupiter, especially the good planets. If you have Venus or Mercury or Mars, you know, then it will be in a trine with Jupiter, and it will like expand all these abilities even more, and you will become very creative. So yeah, that will be quite a good time. So it's just the only thing I would say is keep the don't do too many fact checks or driving yourself a bit crazy, like with all the details and what is what and who is what. It's more about expressing your ideas and finding ways to keep the anxious side of Jupiter in Gemini, okay? So it's the perfect combination, because Jupiter rules Sagittarius, is to find faith with intellect and combine these two together, okay? Combine your intuition and your gut feeling with the more factual side of life, right? So yeah, be as open-minded as possible, and you know, kind of let life bring you where you need to be. So we have, let's see, on the 4th of June, Jupiter conjunct Mercury. And the same, the 8th of June, 2025, right? So the 10th of June, we will have Jupiter moving into Cancer. But Jupiter conjunct Mercury is going to even expand your ideas, so you could have beautiful ideas on these days. So around the 4th of June, 2024, and around the 8th of June, 2025. So write down your ideas. You could have brilliant ideas around this time. Then around the 14th of August, Mars will be close to Jupiter in Gemini. So again, there's this, you could have a powerful voice, right? A powerful voice around this day. If you do a presentation or you need to present something and you need to, you know, show the world your thoughts, or you're launching something, it's a great time to, you know, launch anything related to Mercury. So communication, writing, speaking, making videos. It's a great time. However, like I said, watch out with getting everything stuck in the mind, because there's too many ideas and it's like a brain freeze situation. Then on the 8th of October 2024, Jupiter will station retrograde until the 4th of February when 2025, when Jupiter will station direct again, okay? And I always say most opportunities come obviously when Jupiter is direct. And when it's retrograde, it's going a bit more inward, okay? And it's making you review what you've done so far. So maybe you have worked on a project, whatever project you're working on, and you need to go back and overlook if what you've done, if it's good, or if it's, you know, because there's so many bad things people are saying about retrogrades, but it's also about not going too fast forward, but also about going back and really reviewing, like, what have I done up till now? You know, what have I, is this how I want things to be? Sometimes you have to go inward to think, right? We need to sometimes also find faith in ourselves again. And when we lose it and we are going to look on the outside too much, we are missing things that are right inside ourselves, right? And I had like a week in the new year, I had the same, that I suddenly was looking outward and I was comparing myself, and I was like, why am I doing this? Like, I don't like this person. I don't want to compare myself to other people, where they are at and what they are doing, and why is it not happening for me? Why is that, you know? And then I had to look inward. I was like, I have so much. I have such a good life. I'm so lucky in a way. Why am I letting myself get there or go there, you know? And this is where you need inward energy. And this is what all spirituality and mindfulness is about, you know? And I feel that a lot of people miss this part, is that you're not becoming a perfect person. You are becoming wiser, and you are learning how to deal with your emotions by talking about it, by being vulnerable, by being honest. And you can recover yourself faster because you're looking inward where your emotions are coming from. And I think this is so key. And this is where astrology can help you. This is where meditation can help you, right? So I think that a lot of things are sold like, you know, you can have whatever you want in an instant. And it's making a lot of people feeling very frustrated, because instead of going inward, they're looking on the outside world. And when it's not manifesting right away, there is a frustration. So first you have to look inward, and then it will present itself on the outside world, because what you're feeling inside is reflected on the outside. And that's the message I want to give to you, for this wonderful year. So yeah, let me know in the comments, like, what lessons you've been going through lately. And yeah, I want to know about you. So let's start with the signs now. So I'm going to start with Aries. So Aries, sun, moon, and rising, but especially Aries rising, right? Jupiter is in the 3rd house, so it's in its own house, and you'll see if you're working in sales, if you're working with communication, Aries, you're gonna really step up your game. You're gonna show yourself from sides people have never seen you. You're gonna come up with great ideas. It's a beautiful time to reconnect with siblings and to have great conversations with them. You might grow closer to them as well. You might become friends with your neighbors. So Aries, become very curious. If you want to write a book, I would say this is a beautiful year to write it, to launch it, to start a blog. If you're looking for a job in sales, you know, I feel like this year is great for interviews. You can really sell yourself and come up with beautiful facts that are gonna impress a lot of people. If you want to write like some kind of research paper, now's the time to do it. So your communication skills will be next level, especially because it's in its own house, right? So get ready for that. I had an idea, because of course I'm talking mainly about astrology, but as you know, I love to combine astrology with beautiful messages that make you think. And because Gemini is a sign that, you know, is mercurial and makes you think, I want to already enhance your thinking skills by drawing you a card as well. All right. So traveling, going to museums this year. Reading books. Make a list of books you want to read this year, Aries. Okay. So for you, I have the card Adapt. Adapt. And this is a beautiful card because Gemini can really adapt. It's the chameleon, right? Of the zodiac almost. Like it's a mutable sign, just like Pisces can really like go into different groups and learn from different groups. And that's why sometimes people feel like, oh, they're two-sided. It's more like they can see different perspectives. So they might change their mind according to that. So you will get yourself where you want to be. So write down your dreams. Write down what it is that you want to achieve. And this is how you can manifest while working with this mercurial sign, okay? You will get yourself where you want to be. Yeah. Let me see if I have another message for you. I hear don't judge too fast. Like some of you judge people a little too fast. I feel that be open, give people a fair chance, because actually some people might be bringing you a lot more than you would think. So that's my message for you, my amazing Aries. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I would love to hear from you in the comments. Yeah, I would love to hear from you in the comments how it resonates, and if you have any planets in Gemini, because that's gonna even be more enhanced for you. So thank you so much, Aries. Let's move on to Taurus. So Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, but especially Rising, right? Jupiter is in your second house, and this is great news because second house is all about self-worth, your money. So this is the year where you could get a raise, and because Gemini is a communicative sign, you're gonna speak up and you're gonna say like, hey, this is the salary I think I deserve. You might ask for more money when it comes to your clients if you're self-employed. You will be very uplifted and outspoken, and some of you might actually start something in the financial sector, or you're starting to be curious about investments, investing, and finding new ways to get more income. Because Gemini is the twins, right? So it could be that you are earning through two different income streams. So maybe one is your main job and one thing is earning you money on the side. So you're gonna find new ways to make money. And I mean, even on the 26th of May, what a beautiful day You have Jupiter, Venus, and the Sun in your second house. I mean, absolutely wonderful. If this day is giving you new ideas about money, listen to it, because this is very important. It's really also important that you're not overthinking like money, overthinking or overselling, okay? Do some research in your area of what you're doing work-wise or services you provide, and find the best rate that you feel you deserve, okay? So like I said in the introduction, Jupiter is in detriment in Gemini, and this is not bad at all. It's just that it can make you overthink a little bit and being up in the air, but your finances are going to be amazingly impacted, okay? And you have, for a lot of you, you have Aquarius in the 10th house. So if you have any planets there, they will also be aspecting your second house. So it will give you even more opportunities. Pluto is in Aquarius now, so it's making a trine with Jupiter, especially at, you know, after May, and then the first few months you will have a trine with Pluto. So it's highly impacting your work situation. I want to draw you a card because I think it's it will be a nice addition to the astrology to draw a card for you during this wonderful time where money is raining for you. Great opportunities for new money, okay? Here we go. Persevere. So for you, the word is persevere. Leave no stone unturned. So if you have a new idea for a business, if you have an idea of something you want to do, keep going, right? Jupiter in the first house really set off these intentions, new beginnings, new ideas, and now it's about expanding and making sure you can make income with this idea, or being in a job and, you know, asking for more money, or if you change jobs, asking for the salary that you think you deserve, right? Nobody can tell you. You know what is your worth. So that's my message for you, Taurus. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. I would love to hear from you in the comments, how this is impacting you, what your ideas are for the next year. If you're starting a new business or changing jobs or what you're focusing on, let me know. I always read my comments. So thank you so much for being here. And I hope to see you next time, Taurus. Let's move on to Gemini. Wow, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Amazing. So Jupiter will be either on your ascendant, your moon, or your sun this year, okay? Depends on the degrees. So you can check the months, but definitely early degree will be impacted more between May and most likely like October, and then we have the mid degrees, which are going more by the end of the month, and then next year is people with end degree planets in Gemini, okay? So if it's on your sun, you're gonna really feel this expansion on your identity. You're gonna feel like who you are is suddenly clicking. You're gonna feel like, I am doing the right thing. I am in the right place. It's making you more optimistic, okay? When it comes to your moon, you're gonna, you could be feeling a lot of emotions, and moon in Gemini is more about rationalizing emotions. So it's like, you want to talk about what you're feeling and you need to rationalize it, and that's gonna calm you down in a way and understand yourself better. So you would be great at talking about your emotions. It's a great way for you to write on the paper how you're feeling if you have Jupiter on the moon, but also it can make you more expansive. It's gonna make you more happy because you're gonna feel that optimism, like, yeah, I'm feeling good, this is great, you know. And it can enhance your relationship with women in your life. And when it's on the sun, it can enhance your relationship with your father or with men in general. And when it is on the ascendant, or going over your ascendant in the first house, Gemini, this is about a new beginning, a new start. So you're gonna feel uplifted. You're gonna have a lot of ideas, okay? You're gonna have a lot of ideas. So make sure you have an outlet for your ideas. So write it on a paper. Some of you are gonna start maybe even a YouTube channel. You're starting a blog, you're writing a book. But if you're working in, for example, sales or in any job that you need communication, you're really going to excel, and you're gonna feel so much more uplifting. However, do keep in mind, Jupiter is in detriment in Gemini, and I don't see that as anything bad. It's just that make sure you're not going too much into fact-checking details. You know, this is truth, this is not, because Jupiter wants you to expand and it wants you to have faith. So make sure to have faith, to find your spiritual practice and combine it with research, combine it with more fact-checking, and then you have this energy like in the pocket. So Gemini, let me get you a card. I want to add a card to this astrology message to bring you more inspiration and to put your thought process, you know, the thought process motor on, because this is the year. Okay, your message is be present, use the hours and don't count them. So this is your, you know, you might lose time in things that you love doing. So don't stress out too much about the timing, but be in the present, be in the moment where you're really just enjoying what you're doing, like being in the now and not thinking about the future, not thinking about the past, because Jupiter in an air sign like yours can really expand anxiety as well. So use this time to be in the now and to trust that what you're communicating, that what you are bringing forward when it comes to your ideas are precious, okay? And make sure to value yourself and what you have to say, no matter what other people are telling you or putting you down. And sometimes even, you know, if you see a very Jupiterian person or people who have Jupiter, they are becoming really optimistic, and it does bring up some jealousy sometimes from other people, which is normal, because if you don't feel that optimistic and someone else is doing that, that can bring up some irritation. But always know that if you stay in alignment and be in the present, they change with you and you bring them up in your Jupiterian enthusiastic energy. Okay, so keep that in mind. So that's my message for you, my amazing Gemini. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below. What's your plan for this year? Do you have any big plans or anything you want to share? I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you next time. Let's move on to Cancer. So Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So for you, Jupiter is in the 12th house in Gemini. And, you know, this is a great time for spiritual practice, okay? If you're into, like, automatic writing, channeling, or maybe you don't even know about this, but you could definitely learn how to do that during this year. So just write down on a paper your thoughts, what you're thinking, and there could be like a stream of energy going onto your paper. So if you want to write a book, most chances are that, you know, you could be writing and you forget that you wrote something. That's when you know you're channeling, and then you read it on the paper and you're like, wow, this is such a deep, it's like a very deep text, and I don't barely remember that I wrote it. Okay, so this year is about connecting with the divine, being creative behind the scenes. Take your time at home, put on some beautiful music, create, okay? This could be something that you're working on behind the scenes, but you're not yet ready to launch. I would say when Jupiter is in your sign in Cancer after the 10th of June, right? Yeah, this is the time to launch that. So work behind the scenes, connect with yourself, Because first you need to connect with yourself in order to really feel what it is that you truly want. And then you can start a new cycle. So it's about closing down an old cycle, right? Jupiter has been going through all your houses, Cancer. And now it's time to close the chapter, to meditate, to reflect, to think, what do I like? What do I want to leave behind before I'm starting my year where Jupiter is in your sign? So it's a reflective year. It's a year where you can really become spiritually aware. It's a great year if you work in of service. So if you work in a hospital, if you're if you're a doctor, a nurse, or if you if you do anything related to like spirituality, this is a wonderful year. And you could get a spiritual awakening, and that's gonna bring you to higher levels. So I have these cards, and I want to give an extra message for you for this Jupiter in Gemini year. Wow, this card is reflecting so beautifully to the message already given. Patience. So Cancer, this year is not about moving really fast. It's about reflecting, meditation, spirituality, going on a spiritual retreat, writing down your feelings, journaling. Wait for the fruit to ripen, because your year's coming, okay? Your year's coming, your expansive year's coming. So relax into the flow. It's about letting go. The 12th house doesn't want you to control, doesn't want you to hold on. It wants you to trust and let go, okay? Jupiter in the 12th house could cause like very vivid dreams or even trouble sleeping. Make sure before you go to bed that you meditate, that you write things down, and then when the chatter is calm, you go to bed, okay? That's my message for you. If you want to share something with me about your plans, about your spiritual journey, let me know in the comments. Also subscribe to my channel so we can spread more positive messages into the world. You would help me, and you would help also more people to learn about astrology, to learn about connecting with yourself. So thank you so much, Cancer. I super appreciate you, and I hope to see you next time. Let's move on to Leo. Leo, sun, moon, and rising. Well, I just have to say, another great year is waiting for you, right? You had Jupiter in the 10th house in Taurus, and this was expanding your career. And the 11th house, you know, it's a beautiful house, especially in an air sign, to meet new people. This is gonna be a very social year for you, okay? If you're an introvert or not, this is time to go outside, to meet people. It's about learning from other people, okay? You have this super enthusiastic vibe around you. You can find your tribe, your network. Networking itself is amazing. So going to workshops, conferences, events is gonna do great, because your friends are gonna help you excel in your work. They're gonna help you expand. So now is the time to get out there and to network, to launch new products, to spread the word to the masses. If you want to be on social media, Leo, just saying, this is the time to do it, okay? If you haven't already, you can reach the masses right now. Let me get some water. It's always like I want to tell you, like, don't forget to breathe, because you're going to be super busy, okay? It's a very outgoing vibe. You're going to be here, you're going to be there. So make sure to not overdo it, not overly go out where you lose yourself, okay? Because with every positive, there's a negative. So if you want to start any type of teachings, workshops, working with other people, collaborating with other people, beautiful time to do that, okay? A beautiful time. So I'm super excited for you. This is not a time to stay at home. It's really time to go out, because this is gonna help you get further in life. And you know, when on the 26th of May, Venus and the Sun are in the 11th house, trining Pluto in the 7th. So like I said, collaborations, friends, you know, you're gonna feel this. It's almost like a powerful vibe, you know. I can do this. I can go to the next level. I can present myself in the best way possible. You're gonna have great communication skills. Just make sure to also listen, because here are I'm talking so quick that, you know, this is very mercurial. I have Mercury in Virgo, and this is a typical situation. What happens with Jupiter in a mercurial sign like Gemini or Virgo, you're gonna want to say too many things at the same time and your brain is like freezing. Wow, I brought a card for you, Leo, because I want to add a beautiful message for this amazing year. Courage. And what takes courage? Going out there, meeting people, go to events, you know, alone or not alone, doesn't matter. Go out there, communicate your words, your thoughts. When picking roses, don't fear the thorns, right? And this is also about filtering. So you might meet a lot of people, and the good thing is your group is expanding, but when you are really enthusiastic, sometimes you attract people that are not really good for you. And this is a mistake that, for example, I've made in the past, that I did attract a lot of good people around me, but not everybody you're gonna be your friend, and not everybody wants the best for you. So make sure to filter and not be too inclusive, where you're losing yourself from people who don't understand give and take. Okay, so that's the message I want to give you, and I'm really excited for another really positive year for you. Have some fun. This is the year to also just have fun. Go out, have fun, meet people, go out, go dancing, go to events, learn, do workshops, give workshops. You're going to be highly, highly appreciated for that. So yeah, that's my message for you, Leo. I would love to hear in the comments your ideas, whatever you want to share with me. I love to read your comments, and also subscribe to my channel if you want to help me expand my message into the public. So thank you so much for being here. I so appreciate you. Let's move on to Virgo. So Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready, Virgo, because literally Jupiter is going to be in your 10th house of career, of visibility, right? And you're gonna expand when it comes to your career, okay? And you could have, if you're self-employed, you could have a lot of job opportunities. If you're working in a company, you could get a promotion, or you could get like a lot of compliments. It's a great time to launch a book, launch a blog, launch your social media, anything with communication related to your communication skills. In any job, it's going to be enhanced. People are going to really appreciate you. If you're going to give a presentation, people are listening to what you have to say. This is time to be courageous and to go after what it is that you want to do and achieve, especially Virgo rising, okay? So check in your chart, because right now I'm using the equal house system, right? I don't know what your Placidus chart is like. So check out when Jupiter is in the 10th house, and this is going to help you when you to find a new job, to see the timing when it's a good time to do that. So I would highlight, especially Virgo rising are having a beautiful year. And when I see Gemini in the midheaven, I see people sometimes with 2 jobs. I mean, I'm a Virgo sun. I have 2 jobs as well. So I'm not a Virgo rising, but a Virgo sun. But definitely have 2 jobs. I'm doing astrology, and I work in SEO. So those are 2 streams of income. So a lot of you Virgos might have 2 or more jobs, different streams of income, okay? Because you need to do something that keeps you uplifted. Gemini is curious. So if your job is not enhancing your curiosity, you're not in the right place. So definitely there could be some restlessness going on. So make sure to be in a job that is stimulating your brain, that's really helping you to kind of stay awake. Okay, so have faith. If you're looking for a new job, this is the year, this is the time. I'm gonna get an extra card for you because I want to give you an extra message for this beautiful year of Jupiter in Gemini, between the 26th of May and 10th of June. Whoop. Okay, all the cards want to go out. Twilight. Surrender to the last hour when the light barely touches the flowers. So I feel like it's time to surrender, because Jupiter wants to have faith. And Gemini is a more fact-checking sign. So make sure that you let go of how things should be, and that you let go of this control of my job should be like this. It should be like that, that, and that. Be open to learn and to, for example, if you're going on social media, listen to what people recommend you, because that can really help you excel. Some of you will work some nights because you're so enthusiastic about what you're doing that you just want to do it day and night. It's time to find your passion and communicate what it is that you've been researching, what it is that you want to convey, whatever message you have, bring it to the surface. This is your year where your career is going to go to the next level, okay? That's my message for you, my amazing Virgos. If you like this video, my channel, subscribe to it so my message is coming to reaching more people. And also I would like to know in the comments, what are your plans? Do you have any beautiful plans regarding your career, your your public vision? Because when you're so much in the public, you will see a lot of people will approach you. You attract a lot of new opportunities to you. Okay, thank you so much, Virgo. Let's move on to the next sign of Libra. So Libra, let's go. You have Jupiter in the 9th house. I love that. Okay, so for you, Jupiter will be in its own house, right? Even though it's in Gemini, because for you, everything is upside down. That's why you have the skills. In this lifetime, you're here to learn how to find balance between two opposites. So Jupiter, it's in its own house. This is time for you to expand, to travel, to feel free, right? And if you have Libra ascendant, sun, moon, rising, it's in a beautiful trine with Jupiter between the 26th of May and the 10th of June, depending on your degree. You can check that out when exactly it's in a beautiful trine. So you're here to feel freedom this year. You want to expand, bring your thoughts forward. Maybe you're starting to teach something that you've been studying. You could also be learning something new. It's all about being curious about different subjects. This could be spiritual subjects. This could be learning a new language. If you were like, if Libra, you wanted to learn, I don't know, French, Spanish, English, whatever new language you want to learn, it's time to do that, okay? And traveling, if you want to go on this backpacking trip, if you want to visit cities, doing a city trip, if you want to go on any type of retreat, workshops, learning, this is about doing something that makes you feel connected to the universe and that makes you feel connected to yourself, okay? Because Jupiter in the 9th house wants to be free, wants to think freely, okay? And Gemini is more about factual learning. So you want it to be something that is tangible, right? It's a mix of something that is tangible and something that's more open. Yeah, your optimism will be increasing. It's a beautiful time to expand your thoughts, learn about spirituality, learning about different cultures. Let me get you a card to enhance the message. Enhance the message of the astrology. Serenity. Value quiet days with only the rustling leaves breaking the silence. So I feel that sometimes in the beautiful surroundings that you're at, it's a beautiful time to write things down, and amazing ideas can come forward through this silence, through these silent moments. Beautiful. A lot of you are traveling maybe in May because Venus and the Sun are in conjunction with Jupiter. I mean, it's such an amazing time for you, you know? Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, maybe get some flowers, be in nature. And with Gemini's and air signs, so a lot of you are really into mountains, being in the mountains, going to different museums, learning about history. Your mind is going to be so expanded. It's going to be a fantastic time for you. So that's my message for you, my lovely Libra. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. I would love to hear from you in the comments as well. What are your plans? Are you going to travel between the 26th of May and the 10th of June 2025? I would love to know. Are you going to teach something? So I would love to hear from you in the comments. And thank you so much for being here, Libra. I really appreciate you. Let's move on to Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So for you, we have Jupiter in the 8th house. And the 8th house is about transformation. And Gemini is quite rational. So a lot of you are going to read into psychology, into research, and it's going to help you transform and become a better part of yourself. So you could be really interested in psychology, which in general, a lot of Scorpios, you are already very interested in psychology because, you know, 8th house is your own house and you want to rationalize and read about psychology, maybe study about it, diving into occult sciences, but you want it to be more tangible, like astrology. So some of you might be studying astrology, learning about it. This is a great time, you know, it's a sexy time as well. It's a sexy time, you know, be with your partner, learn about what are your vulnerabilities, what is what you like, what is what you don't like. You could be traveling and it could be teaching you more about your inner emotions. This is about transforming into a better version of yourself. The 8th house is also about finances. So you could be lucky when it comes to investments. You could be doing research in investments. If you're working in the financial sector, this time is absolutely amazing for you. So reading about investments, learning about it. It could be that you get money back from the government or some kind of payout from an insurance company, some kind of lucky breaks when it comes to money. You could be marrying someone with a huge bank account and you're doing a joint bank account together, and that's also bringing more money into your life. 8th house is more about other people's money, right? So inheritance, the government that's paying you. And, you know, on the 26th of May, you have Jupiter, Venus, and the Sun in the 8th house. So there could be some money coming in there. Let me draw you an extra card for some more information to bring you a beautiful message outside of the astrology. I cannot believe I just drew this card. Transform. Is this a joke? Like, I love how the universe is so beautifully aligned with the messages. Rise above any situation and become the best version of you. I couldn't give you a better message than this, Scorpio, honestly. You're gonna transform like the phoenix rising from the ashes. This is the year where you become more vulnerable. You're, you know, it's also about expressing your sexuality in a healthy way that's going to help you, you know, like if you, for example, have a certain preference when it comes to sexuality, you can definitely come out of the closet out of the spiritual closet, out of the closet, like you're into same sex or you're pansexual, whatever it is. This is the year you come closer to yourself, and you're gonna actually, like you're gonna be more intimate with you, and that makes you more intimate with others, okay? It's beautiful. So thank you for being here, Scorpio. That's my message for you. I would love to hear your plans for the Jupiter and Gemini time for this year, for next year. Thank you for being here. I so appreciate you, and I hope to see you next time. Let's move on to Sagittarius. So I would say the first message, love is in the air. If you're open and you're single, ready to mingle, May immediately would be a fantastic time for meeting someone new, because Jupiter is in the 7th house, conjuncting Venus, conjuncting the Sun. Wow. Okay, meeting the love of your life, meeting someone that's gonna make your life beautiful. That's going to be a beautiful compliment to you. If there's a time, it would be around this time. At the same time, if you're already in a relationship, you're going to become so much closer to your partner. You could be going on adventures together, connecting with each other on a higher level, okay? You're going to really reconnect. Communication is key here. So you, Sagittarius, you're so attracted to people who are great communicators, who are open-minded, who are curious, where you can have who you're gonna have more adventures. And this is gonna be a wonderful time to do that. Marriage could be on the cards for a lot of you. You're getting married, engaged, moving in with each other. It's just a wonderful time where romance is enhanced. At the same time, this is also a business partnership that can form, especially if you're in a communicative business, like you could collaborate with someone, have more collaborations. If you're an influencer, you could be collaborating with some wonderful people, going into business with someone, and that could work out really beautifully this year. So it's pretty exciting year when it comes to love, when it comes to collaborations, one-on-one relationships. So if you are working in a business where you're with one-on-one clients, this is also going to be a very, very positive vibe for you. So I have some cards. They're really cute. I just want to give you an extra message outside of the astrology. Okay, present. I'm getting present. Journey into the garden to escape the two eternities, the past and the future. So in order to find the person that you're supposed to be with, the tip from the universe is be present, because sometimes the right person is just right in front of us, but we are so busy with our past, with our future, with so many things that could be stressful that you don't recognize the person you're supposed to be with is right in front of you, okay? And maybe they don't look the way you want them to look. Maybe they're not as tall or like as small or whatever as you wish they would be. Be present, feel in your gut, in your intuition, and that's gonna help you so much this year where Jupiter is in Gemini, okay? So thank you so much for watching, Sagittarius. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. Also leave a comment below, what your plans are. Are you getting married? Are you going into collaborations? Yeah, I'd love to hear from you. If you're watching this half of the year and you met someone, I would love to know that. You so deserve that. Thank you for being here. And I hope to see you next time. Let's move on to Capricorn. So Capricorn, for you on the 26th of May, Jupiter will move into your 6th house. And this is the time where you're going to focus more on your career. You're going to have a really good time with your colleagues. You can get along with them really nicely. get some compliments, get a promotion even. This is the time where you're going to focus on your routines. So though it could, because it's in an air sign, so make sure that you don't get stuck in the mind on how to do your routines, but that you actually put your feet on the ground and take the action towards doing so. You could be into like mountain climbing, or you could be into like hiking, walking in nature, whatever you like to do when it comes to sports. This is the time. Also watch your diet, because Jupiter does expand your, it does expand everything it touches. And the 6th house is really related to routines and the body. But because it's in an air sign, it wouldn't be as much as, for example, when it's in an earth sign like Taurus. So diet, health is really important. There could also be good news when it comes to your health. So a good result could be coming for you when it comes to, maybe you had some type of illness or some bad news or something you had to work on. Now is the time to work on your health and heal it. And where can you start healing it? Because it's in an air sign, in the mind. Your mindset, Capricorn, is key when healing the body. Okay? So 6th house is more about getting, for example, a new job, but in the same type of area. So you could go from for example, I am an SEO specialist. I would be finding a new job as an SEO specialist. Whereas when you have Jupiter in the 10th house, it could be something higher position, something better. But this could be better, but not like a huge difference. It's like in the same kind of job. So work on the routines. It's a beautiful time for working, ideas, communication in work is gonna be great. People are gonna be super impressed with what you're communicating. Your ideas that are coming up might really change the way people see you. So you can really impress authority figures, your colleagues, get to know them, be curious about their lives, and they can help you in return with work. So it's gonna be very positive. And let's not forget that the 6th house is also about pets. So some of you are getting a pet that's going to make your life more beautiful. And, the communication with your pets is going to make you more happy in life and in your day-to-day routines, okay? So let me get you an extra message, Capricorn. It's time to settle in the fun times and get a little bit more serious, but not too serious, okay? Because Jupiter in Taurus was about creativity, love, expansion. Look at that. Dream. So Capricorn, have a cup of tea in the garden and find yourself a good book. And Gemini is a very communicative sign, so reading books is gonna be amazing. So anything that helps you elevate you in your career is gonna be beautiful. So spend some time in nature, write down your ideas, and maybe a good book that's gonna teach you how to apply things in your job. And people are gonna be really impressed with what you're doing. So yeah. Don't forget to dream and think big, because you can achieve the things that you want to achieve. So that's my message for you, Capricorn. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to share something in the comments with me, your plans for this year, I would love to hear from you. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see many more videos and help me bring my message forward to more people. Thank you. I hope to see you next time. Let's move on to Aquarius. So Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. A lovely time. We have Jupiter in the 5th house. And on the 26th of May, you're going to have Venus, the Sun, and Jupiter. And they're all in a trine with Pluto. Very transformative time. You might find a new hobby that's going to transform your life, because 5th house is about hobbies. It's about learning about your talents. So you could be learning about a talent that maybe you haven't focused on, or you could literally find a complete new talent that you didn't know you had, and it's gonna really transform you in your life. And then if you want to expand your family, have a baby, this could be good news, because you might get pregnant, you might expect a child, a new addition to the family. And with Gemini in the 5th house, it could even be twins for some of you, okay? New romance, okay? Because you feel so uplifted, you feel so expressive. You're gonna feel very expressive. You're gonna attract more love to you. 5th house is more about romance than real commitment, like the 7th house. But this is a great time to date. If you're single, go date. If you're in a relationship, have some romantic time together. Go on a trip together. Share your hobbies with your partner. This will be such a good time to do that. Also, a wonderful time to connect and communicate with your children, okay? So let me get you an extra card to enhance this message of astrology. All right. Change. As with the falling leaves, embrace change. And you're going through some changes, especially with Pluto in your sign. You are all about transformation, all about change, okay? And what I really like is that now, especially at the beginning of Jupiter in Gemini, it is trining your Pluto. So you're gonna make changes that are definitely gonna bring a new version of yourself, and I would say a better version of you, okay? Because you're already good as you are, but without growth, there is no, sometimes we need to, in a way, optimize our lives. And we have to be proud of ourselves, and sometimes we have to go through lows in order to be proud of what we have achieved, right? If things just came so easily, life would be boring. So embrace changes, be very open to meet new people, open for, like, if you have 5th house Gemini, you could have great communication skills, writing skills. You would be really good at, for example, storytelling or acting. If you want to act, this is also a beautiful time. So get into hobbies, reading, writing. Go on a dating app or go to events where you meet people. Go to a city trip and, go to a hostel or an event where you meet other people. And that's going to really help you this time between the 26th of May 2024 and the 10th of June 2025. So that's my message for you, my amazing Aquarius. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. Also, leave a comment below how you're experiencing life right now. If you want to share something, I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much. Let's move on to Pisces. So Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For you, we have Gemini in the 4th house. And what does this mean? Some of you Pisces are definitely moving this year. So you could be buying a house, selling a house. Maybe you're temporarily moving somewhere and you're renting your place to someone else. You could be expanding your house, building building something extra to your house, redecorating. For you right now, it's going to be super important that you're going to feel at home in your own home, okay? Wonderful opportunities for moving. Definitely May, where Jupiter, Venus, and the Sun are in a conjunction. It's wonderful. And all these 3 planets are also in a trine with Pluto in Aquarius. So it could be something you've manifested, because Pluto is now in the 12th house, and this is about behind the scenes. So this could be something that you wanted for a while, and now it's finally happening. You got the green light, okay? Could be that you're buying a second house, because Gemini is the twins too. So one house and then buying a second house. Maybe you're buying a house in a different country, or by the beach, or in the forest. Something that's gonna make you feel very happy about your location, okay? Also, this is about family. So you could be reconnecting with your family, communicating a lot with your family, spending time with them. This is very key. This could be your own parents, or, you know, but this could also be your own family. The home situation is very, very important, because the 4th house is ruled by the 3rd house. It's good to also be in a good communication with your neighbors, and, you know, finding out about neighbors in the neighborhood. Let me get you an extra card, an extra message outside of the astrology. Wildflower. Live an uncontrolled life, free to grow anywhere and bound by nothing. Since Gemini is quite non-committal, you know, you could be feeling at home in different places. Maybe you are someone that's like going around, and it doesn't matter where you live. Maybe you're being guided to a new place, and just know that this new place could bring you beautiful new things, okay? Because it is Jupiter, and it is enhancing your home situation. So yeah, maybe you will have a lot of people coming to your house, have a little party or dinner this year, and that's gonna make you reconnect not only with yourself, but also the people around you. I don't know why, but my guides told me to do another card for you. So let's go. Let's go. Pisces. Hidden depths. You only see the surface. Look beyond. So 4th house is also about your grounding, what makes you feel grounded. So you will see new ways of thinking about your family. You're going to see them in a different light. And this is because also Pluto in the 12th house is going to make you go deep within. So during your meditation, you might get answers about your family, and this makes you understand them better than you did before, okay? So that's my message for you, my lovely Pisces. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. It would help me reach more people, and leave a comment below, like how this resonates with you. What are your plans? I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.